I got called into work with a hangover that day. It was a weight on my brain, reminding me why I hated myself. But it looked like I hadn't got all the bad luck last night.
The victim, Thomas Benson.
Background check says he was a war hero. Funny. Spend all those years in the war, not a single scratch. Comes home, gets killed by the same people he swore to protect. It didn't look like a straight-up mugging. He still had all his money, but possibly a planned murder. Mrs. Benson was beautiful, but her eyes were not shining with the tears of grief. Mrs. Benson, what can you tell me about your husband?
He was a brave man, loyal and loving.
The standard textbook answer. She kind of looked like a Hollywood actress. Sounded like one too. So, where was he last night?
At his office. At least that's what he told me. But ever since he got back from the war, he's been distant. At the office late, even early in the morning.
So, where were you last night?
I was waiting at home, of course, worrying myself sick.
Mrs. Benson, did you know anyone who hated Mr. Benson? Wanted him dead?
Try the Japanese detective. He's a war hero after all.
Funny, she wasn't giving anything away. She was too smart, too rehearsed. I'd have to be cautious.
Oh, Mrs. Benson, I found this in the hallway. Is it yours?
No.
I had another one of my case-solving hunches. So I followed her home. Something wasn't quite right, whether it was a bad marriage or a successful murder. I wasn't sure. Was that her brother? I bet all my money that wasn't. Seems that the loving wife wasn't so loving anymore. Not to Benson, anyway. I didn't know if it was a crime of passion or if the guy knew she was being questioned by the police. Either way, it scared him. I didn't have time or patience for negotiation. It'd be more paperwork to fill in and more people to question. I know it looked like the easy way, but I convinced myself that this man was dangerous and not just a scared teenager with a gun. I couldn't save her. She was out of reach. A day later, we got a match on the prints of the lipstick. It belonged to Mr. Benson's secretary. Both sides were having an affair. It all adds up. Mrs. Benson convinced this poor bastard to kill her husband. I could easily guess what she was bribing him with. I have colleagues tell me that they can't sleep at night, and when they do, their dreams are haunted with the criminals they've killed, the whites of their eyes staring accusingly at them. I've had them say to me, each kill is different. Killing gets harder and harder, but not for me. It tires me.